What is going on, family? Like, comment, and subscribe right now. Road to 60,000. If your people is not following, if your people do not know who the boy is, make sure y'all hit the like and the share button and you tell them to follow. We are launching a sports situation. So get prepared for the NFL season and the college season. We will be talking sports on this channel as well. We will be getting into a lot of things. We will be working. Battle announcements is coming soon. But let's get into why we are here. This is the New Jersey Twerk versus Loaded Lux full breakdown. Now, I know that I did the Hitman and Mook. I seem like that y'all liked it. Right, so sometimes y'all know with me is I gotta battle these guys, but I can still come and give you a breakdown of what we as fans still can see, how I look at the game, how I analyze the game, how I look at this like more of a sports thing too as well, because this is kind of a sport. It's just sports with words. So I like to break it down a little bit better. So let's get right into it, man. New Jersey Twerk versus Loaded Lux will be going down in London, Summer Madness on URL. Make sure that y'all, go grab up, do what y'all got to do with that situation, and that's where we'll end that. Anyway, let's go right to it. Let's start with New Jersey Twerk. So we got New Jersey Twerk, y'all, strengths and weakness. So let's go with the pros first, right? Pros, y'all already know. Explosive energy. First 4 bars, maybe can throw a dent in your armor. Can shake the room. He has, he gets in his pocket. It could be rapid fire, and big stage moment, dude. You know what I mean? And depending on how in depth you are with New Jersey Twerk, even in those moments can be a little shaky for him. But that's his highlight. Energy is unmatched. Now he do have a lot of energy. Maybe up there with Danny Myers, maybe K Shot up there. But when it comes to high energy, New Jersey Twerk is one of the highest energy guys here. So then we go to the room shaker quotables, right? The strapped in, the big dog. I don't know if he started that or Lou Castro, but he has them crazy one-liners. That's real crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he thrives on haymakers. So you got that room shaker quotables, performance and delivery. Now I'm a big advocate of a hater of Twerk, but it's not talent-wise, because he is one of the best. So the competition back and forth that we do, I think is good for the sport. But when it comes to reality, right? Let's just do reality here. He is one of those niggas. So when you come to performance and delivery, he has that to the key. So the way he, the way he moves, projects, acts out his bars, makes it high quality, and it makes him dangerous. So it's not just rap all the time, it's performance. And then that's where you get the entertainment factor in performance. You basically make theater. He has that. So a certain amount of us have the theater, right? And he has that, right? Aggressive and presence. Aggression, cool, mid-level aggression. He's big. The actual demeanor of it, was cool. Presence, he commands, the stage with the energy, that goes into, the performance, and as well, intimidation. Depending on who he's battling, because like I said, size matters. He can, hover over you. And that's creative and phrasing. Now, what I mean by creative and phrasing, right? It can flip words into things that now, to me, it's a hit and miss when it comes to Twerk when he does this, because he creates words like the scoliosis one. Depending on who you talk to, people be like, that was fire, and then people be like, that was cool. But he can bend words. It's like Wanta. You see when a nigga like did the joint with the gun and the bullet, like he knows how to bend words, and sometimes it's a hit and sometimes it's a miss. But it's very clever of the words that he do decide to bend, because you don't think of that. Like where his mind goes when it comes there. Like I said, it'd be a hit and miss sometimes. But the fact that he can get away with it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And it'd be unexpected. Now let's go with the cons, right? This is weaknesses. Everybody has them. Now, trust me, I didn't battle none of y'all. You know, when it comes to this talent, I believe all y'all high level quality. I have to talk about the bad stuff. If you get mad, that's on you. Choking, stumbling. You know that's one of the qualities, biggest liability, right? To me in this battle, one slip is over. I mean, I think you lose the battle. Content death. Now, when I tell you content death, Twerk is more explosive than layered. Okay, you know what I mean? He acts like he layered, but we're talking about Lux right now. Like Lux is the definition of layered, right? So when we have to compare and contrast, it's really apple to oranges there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So you know, Lux death can expose him, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like that. If he tries to go in that bag, you know what I mean? Like that. Stay away from the repetitive tricks, right? You know what I mean? Now, you know, when stuff is getting dark for Twerk and it's not hitting, he'll get into the I'm strapped in. He'll get into all the slogans. He'll get into all the predictable thing that we know that he's going to do to get the crowd to bounce back up. In this particular battle, it may not work and all of that, but we are in London, so we have to do all of the variables, right? In London, they don't get to see the American battle rappers a lot. Twerk is one of the most explosive American battle rappers that we got. So when he goes over there, is he going to shake the building? Absolutely. Absolutely, he's going to shake the building. Absolutely. I don't really see him on Twitter a lot. You mean but so I know he's focused right now. So you mean that he has that up, you know, up his sleeve as well. Pacing and be overwhelmed. You know, sometimes raps too fast. Sometimes it be over energetic. Sometimes, you know, he could slip up on his own words because he's there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So, you know, where bars that don't land, not that because it's fire, it's just because it was too fast. It was just too there. It didn't catch it. Remember, we are in London, so he might have to dumb down a little bit. And we're going to get there with Twerk. I mean, Lux a little bit too, because that's part of Lux cons as well. You know what I mean? Like that. Now let's go to Lux. Strengths and weaknesses, pros and cons, right? Lux strengths. Lyrical depth. We already know wordplay. He's a master at that, reference and angles. He can paint pictures, you know, rewarding. And see, the thing about Lux is it ages well, right? Raps, cool, hear it, but then when you watch it again, you be like, you have to really maybe watch Lux about 2 or 3 times to really get what you got to do. Now, that could be a pro or a con depending on who you talk to. Me, I look at it more of a pro. Angles talking to you. The way Lux talk to you is different, right? Not in that bag of myself or the T-tops or the mooks. It's a different. It's a it's like a philosophy, right? It's like if like a college professor is punishing you, you know. So you mean you're going to get the message, but how he delivers the message is just going to be just smart. You know what I'm saying? Like that, breaking his opponent down, you know, mentally and morally. Like I said, you know, we gonna come up there, you did this. Lux not doing it like that. That's just not how Lux going to do it. He's going to get to the point, but he's not going to do it like that. You know what I mean? He controls the stage. Now, I like Lux because he be calm and commanding or demanding, right? Because it's not like that he's not asking you. He doesn't do what Twerk do. He's not going to do all the bounces. He's not asking you to cheer for him. You're going to cheer for him because he's Lux. I like that about him, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he makes the crowd listen. And this is what I always said I loved about Lux, is because he's one of them battlers that we are programmed to listen to him, right? So it's like, okay, Twerk goes explosive. Lux go, everybody's quiet, because you know that you have to listen to this teaching. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I like that. I like that about Lux. I think that's very veteran composure. Yeah, I mean, because Twerk's a vet too, but we're talking about, you know, as what the people call God tier here, right? So we talking about he's really not rattled. I think we seen him get rattled. I mean, Mook, when he did the 5 rounds, I really didn't like that. And then kind of got rattled in LA versus Geechee, even though, you know, Geechee pulled some tricks out his sleeve too. He put like 100 niggas on stage. You know what I mean? So that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But other than that, he don't really get thrown off by, you know, the crowd knows he's aggressive. He feeds off of it. He know what it's about to be, right? Historical aura. And I say that because his battles feel special, right? His battles feel like Lux and Mooks. Like, it's Lux and Mook. You got a Lux battle. It's a Lux. So like anybody, even high caliber, entertainers like myself, like, you know, like Twerk and all that, is still a thing to battle one of those guys, right? So historical aura is a thing. People give Lux a certain respect before that the even raps. You know what I'm saying? I seen Capo say some, you know, little zesty thing like, yo, when I seen Lux in the building, it was just like a gold aura, glowing aura around him and all of that. But if you listen to how certain people, you know, mention Lux, it's in that realm of things, right? Cons, let's go to the cons. Over rapping, something just like Mook a little bit, but they come from that time where just raps was the thing. Something sometimes a little, you know, too wordy, loses the crowd. You know, if he's not direct, I have seen that. Like, gets a little boring sometimes. You know what I mean? He slow cooks up. You know, slow cooks. Put the pot on 2. He let it simmer for a couple seconds, couple minutes, and this might not be very good for him because we dealing with a nigga that, you know, that if he's on it, he can shake it every 4. He can shake it every 4 if he's on it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So, you know, maybe we might need to fast cook this one. We might need to throw it on high this time, Lux. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to what we get to, because you know what I mean? Like this guy is dangerous. This guy is dangerous, but he's beatable. He's very beatable. Dated aura. Sometimes the style just, it feels aged. You know, especially if depending on what crowd you is. Now, a lot of times, depending on where you're at, right? I learned that too, depending on where you at, depending on what type of battlers they want to hear. You can be in the hood, like we in Harlem, right? We want to hear that. We want to hear that Harlem joint. We want to hear, you know what I'm saying, like that. If we in, you know, we in the DMV, we in Philly, we want to hear, it's certain places that want to hear certain things, or certain crowds that want to hear certain things. So wherever the crowd is going to be at, then, you know, limited performing ranges. Now, what I mean by that is, like, no, he's not acting a lot, but he does do theater as well, right? You know, he do theater a little different. You know, throw the costumes on. You know, he'll bring the casket to the stage. So he also understands that act of entertainment as well. 2 different parties, right? Twerk do it in this way, Lux do it in this way, but it's entertainment. It's theater. It's theater. It's theater, because when we're tuned in to the actual plays, like I said, I've been to plays before and I love it. So when I'm tuned into the actually plays, just to see it in real time, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So you mean Lux brings that out of you. You mean and, you know, those are the pros and cons to both parties. You mean how Twerk can win? Let's go there. You know, stay clean all 3 rounds. He know what he got to do. No chokes, no slips for this battle, sir. You need 3-4 rounds. Please give it to us. You know, pause if necessary. You know, punch often. You know, but like I said, this is just, to me, just as long as Twerk just be Twerk. You know, keep haymakers flying. You know, they say that Lux can't match you bar for bar. I don't know if that is true, but analysts would say that. You know, maybe try something else. You know what I'm saying? Because but then I will say no, because we're in London. So continue to strap in, continue all your slogans, because this is the show. So I would say continue that, and just make them crazy. Control the aggression. You know, don't get, you know, too winded. Don't get, you know, too, you know, full of yourself, because even if you over focus, sometimes the moment can just make you go left. Control it, breathe when you need to. You know, personal angles, you know, attack Lux, you know, in a personal way too. I know that's not like your 100% strong suit, and I wouldn't say go all the way into it, because I don't want you to mess up a whole round trying to do what, you know, Lux does. But, you know, tap in a little bit off of it. You know, tap in and out of it, just to show you know, a range as well. But then, you know, you got to continue to be yourself though. Overall, you mean, analysts would say best bet overall, you know, overwhelm Lux pretty early. If you can do that, get that first round, then you can shake them up a little bit, you know, with the moments, keep the pressure high, you know, while showing that, you know, that the angles won't be enough for him to you, right? How Lux can win, you know, we are angles, Twerk, and consistencies. You know, you gotta be the you are the godfather of this battle rap, and now you have to talk to him like you are that, right? You gotta talk the accountability, like you already seen everything that he's been going through, and you've seen it. You gotta be able to get into a situation where not just the basic things that people talk Twerk about, right? It's gotta be more in depth. It has to be more in depth because there's a lot of things on the table that people miss a lot of things on the table, and a person like you can get it, but you also, control the pacing. If Twerk goes crazy early, you slow it down, slow it right down, get it right back, because you are the aura, you are the gold standard, right? So you have to, so as soon as he gets crazy first round, it doesn't mean he wins that first round, because you set the stage. You slow it back down. Slow it down. When they do fast court breaks and they go run for the layup, we not doing fast court breaks first. We slow it down, slow it down. We bring up the ball. We set up the play. Set up the play. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I'm not gonna say update the pen. I'm just gonna say more modern, right? More I would love a little 24, 25 references. Let people know that you in tune into this hip hop thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I love what you did with Joey Badass, right? Fire. You know what I mean? You keep it up. You keep up what you gotta do. Make sure just don't feel like it's recycled of philosophies. Like, yo, oh my God, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. It's a way to do it that I want to be interested in. You gotta find it. Close strong. And you already know that third round from you. We need it. We need that third round from you. We need that third round from you, because the best bet, here's what might happen. Twerk might jump out early on. You might be down one round. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That third round will be pivotal. I'm telling you. I would say make it about character versus chaos. And do what you gotta do. The battle dynamics for me is big stage, right? The advantage that goes to Twerk, explosiveness, crowd, small room, volume, style, high platform level, circled around. The advantage is it goes to Lux, right? First round importance. If Twerk wins the first big, it sets the tone for Lux to chase. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't like Lux chasing. If Lux can survive the first round, then Twerk's gonna be in trouble. You know what I mean? My final summary now: how Twerk wins: clean, explosive. Drowns Lux and haymakers, right? Avoiding predictability, which means that don't go in the same lanes that everybody else go with Lux. Means that he only battles a few times. You only feel like it's certain angles to go, but I do believe Twerk can find some ways to get it done. With us hear something fresh, you mean, in the way that he do. You know what I mean? Like that. And don't give up one bar, because in this right here is too big of a battle, right? In this battle, I feel like even a slip up maybe costs you around. I feel like that, right? Lux, I mean, slip ups for you too, good brother. You know what I'm saying? No, yeah, man, we gotta expose Twerk of what we don't know and what we do know. I mean, and for you, if you listen to that, you're gonna understand exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And just you have to be you. You have to be you. Slow. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say slow it down, speed it up a little bit, right? Speed it up, update the content just a tad bit. Continue to be you. Layer it out. We already know that. To me, you're the better pen. He's the better performer. You have to go in there and be you. The only thing that I would say is another mega match that we have for 2025. I didn't see this matchup coming, but I love the matchup. Like I said, I don't rap like both of these guys, but when you a fan of the sport, you hear both them guys and you just love what they both do, right? You know what I mean? Like that. Not my cup of tea from what both those guys do, but I love what they do. So I'm going with it's a lot of I'm going with 2-1. I want to say 2-1 Lux. I feel Twerk gets the first. I feel Lux get the third. That second is up. That second is up in the air. So to me, I got a 2-1, 2-1 either way. But I believe that I will have a clear winner after the first round. I would know where's the battle's going to go. I need to see the first round. Once I see the first round, I know where the battle's going. So, you mean that is my full breakdown for New Jersey Twerks versus Loaded Lux. If y'all like it, I will give y'all more. Let me know what battles y'all want me to do next. You know, Like, comment, and subscribe, man, and share, man. We got a lot of things happening, man. I appreciate all of y'all. And let's